Boro Aboye. The hero classically is characterized as a guy who goes out with a stick and a rock, and he conquers a dragon, right? He's able to overcome the just like impossible odds and come out with an amazing victory. That's how we typically look at the hero, and that's a legitimate kind of a hero, right? But the hero and the dragon in that format is meant to be a motif, not a script. What I mean by that is the dragon is just a symbol of what scares the snot out of you, right? It's not meant to be a script that you're gonna emerge from the castle. Next, you go and cross the moat. Next, you see the dragon in the distance. Next, remove your slingshot, right? It's not like that. That's not what the stories, the mythological stories are about. Even the verses of Ifa, they're not meant to be a script. It's a motif. It's there to reveal to you a pattern of creation, a pattern of coming from one point of your existence and transforming into another point of your existence. And the dragon is your it's the thing that scares you. That's what it's meant to be. In our terms, it would be like your taboo. The dragon is like your taboo. It scares you, right? I know we got lots of different kinds of taboos, right? So I'm thinking, I'm speaking metaphorically for you, okay? Because your training is incomplete if you don't take this inside-out approach. If all you have are the exterior, material aspects of it, where they say your taboo is a snake, your taboo is eating dog meat, your taboo is eating pangolin, right? But you live in Arkansas, you ain't eating no pangolin, right? So you got to understand, why is that my taboo? Because it represents your dragon, and your dragon represents the thing that you're terrified of. Your real taboo is gonna be something that goes with you. It's something that is inescapable. It's like the analogy that we give of the tongue and the teeth. Tongue and the teeth sometimes fight with one another, but none can really conquer the other, right? What happens if the teeth win? What happens if the tongue wins? You gonna knock your teeth out? You gonna yank it? You know what I'm saying? So your taboo is like that. It's like your shadow. It goes where you go. It is inevitable. It isn't something that you're going to conquer and eliminate from the face of the earth. It's something that you're going to learn to recognize and appreciate as a point of utter terror for you, something that completely debilitates you and weakens you and takes away your power. It prevents you from being able to move freely, right? That's what your taboo does. And once you know what that is and you can recognize that, you have to reconcile that by taking your natural gifts and talents and using that to illuminate the area where your taboo dwells. You that's your little sword that you go to fight the dragon with. Okay, so here's the key lesson that I'm trying to impart to you as well. Your natural gifts and talents and your taboos will go together. Where you have a particular talent, the endemic to that talent is going to be a particular kind of a taboo. Right? So what I always like to say to my people is that bright light casts a dark shadow. The more talented you are, the more gifted you are, the darker the shadow is going to be, the longer that shadow is going to be. Right? So you got to use what you got to get what you need. You got to use that talent in order to illuminate that weakness. As you're able to do that, the weakness loses its power. The dragon loses its power. It becomes immobilized. It becomes neutralized. It can no longer govern your life. So you're not now taking a whole different route because you're afraid of the dragon, right? You've faced the dragon, you've overcome it, and you've taken its power from it, as opposed to allowing the dragon to take your power. And everybody's dragon is going to be different. As there are infinite kinds of people, different people, there are different dragons. As there are infinite verses of Ifa, there are infinite taboos, there are infinite dragons, there are infinite weak points. You've got to know which one is yours, all right? For some people, your dragon is success. You don't want to succeed. You don't want to go to the next level because it represents something for you, right? Maybe you've defined yourself on being an underdog, on overcoming. And if you succeed, that means there's nothing left for you to do. For somebody else, your dragon might be love, because because you have felt yourself unlovable, or maybe you've been in love and you've had your feelings hurt, and you're now, you're afraid to go back into it. For other people, it could be poverty, it could be loss, it could be, failure. There's every person has their own kind of a dragon. It's something that terrifies each and every one of us. But the process, the motif is characterized by the hero's journey. You've got to face that dragon, whatever it is. Right? And so part of the reason why I'm saying this is because I really want to encourage you to take that inward journey, because like I said, your training is incomplete if you don't tap into those inward inclinations, that the world that is real only within your heart and within your mind. Beads, pods, titles, they don't matter, because they're not really truly going to empower you to do what you need to do, which is face your dragon, right? Overcome it. And so a lot of times, most times, what I find is that our people within the priesthood are enabling a lot of inner weakness amongst the people, because what we're doing is we're encouraging people to constantly try to avoid. Oh, you see this problem that comes up in the divination, and then all the person wants to do is avoid that problem. Well, sometimes it's not avoidance. That's not what's going to get you where you want to go. Sometimes you got to go through. Sometimes the only thing for you to do is knuckle up and face the dragon. There's no sacrifice to help you get past this thing. You can make a sacrifice, to help you, but at the end of the day, you are going to have to face it. And that requires courage. That requires foresight. It requires you being able to see beyond what's in front of you. And in every case, what I'm saying is that seeing beyond means seeing in. You got to be able to look within yourself and understand, what am I going to be? What kind of a person am I going to become as a result of overcoming this dragon? What will it mean for me to become the hero of my own story? What will it mean for me to ascend the throne of my own destiny? And so these are the things that I teach. This is the way that I teach, more so than the content itself. I'm giving you this content as a lesson, but my approach overall, when you read my books, when you take my courses, this is my approach. My approach is the inside out approach. The only destiny that you're going to achieve, the only magic that you're going to realize is going to start within yourself. And then once you are able to develop different levels of self-mastery and overcome different obstacles within yourself, then you're going to start to emanate and shine and show more and more and more dimensions of what your prenatal choice was. It will reveal itself to you more as you're able to go into those dark, shadowy places where your greatest fears are. And so that's where my work distinguishes itself. And I want you to understand that and appreciate that. And I want you to read every line and consume every video with that understanding. I'm always trying to point you on the inside out approach to living the medicine that will heal your life and heal the lives of those who you're destined to serve. Aboro aboye, aboshishe.